Hello, my name is Dr. Christopher Nagy, and I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Bergen County Institute of Technology and Bergen County Special Services School District. The topic of today's Leadership Spark is Leadership, the Art of Nice. This past Sunday was designated as National Random Acts of Kindness Day. Across the nation, as business and educational leaders, we're reminded of the importance to pay it forward and actively promote the engagement in the practice of random acts of kindness. This builds character, promotes tolerance, and gratitude. According to psychologists Shiva Srivathsan and Linda Weinberger in the November 2017 Psychology Today article, noted that kindness promotes empathy and compassion, which in turn leads to a sense of interconnectedness to others. Compassion and kindness also reduce stress, boost our immune systems, and help reduce the negative emotional factors such as anger, anxiety, and depression. Going one step further, in the November 2018 edition of the Harvard Business Review, co-founder and editor of Fast Company magazine, Bill Taylor, made the connection to bad and good behavior. According to Taylor, just as bad behavior tends to spread as we see it across our nation, on the roads, rudeness among one another, as well as disdain that's seen, so too does good behavior. Kindness, as it turns out, is contagious. Taylor referred to the work of Jamil Zaki, whose research on positive conformity identified a contagion effect of participants in a study who outwardly witnessed or who believed others to be more generous became more generous themselves. Kindness, therefore, is something that can be learned, whether as a child or as an adult. It has the potential to be contagious. Like the bus mosaic behind me, created by some exceptional students in my special services school district, we would be riding together, going in the same direction, and being kind to one another. Leaders today need to lead by example. Leaders should also promote within their organizations a behavior and culture of nice, such as to go over and beyond the normal expectations for service and demonstrated efforts of kindness. This was true recently in the customer service transformation of Mercedes-Benz USA under the CEO, Stephen Cannon. Cannon noted that customer service must be an extraordinary, just as the vehicle itself. He noted that if you want to change a culture, you look at the human factor and culture of connection and compassion. If the focus is on educating those who work for you as a leader, to excite them and incite them while giving them permission to rise to the occasion, if kindness is an inherent part of that culture, it will be contagious and change the people within the organization, one person at a time. For Mercedes-Benz, the proof was in the results and a happier and other-centered worker. Entrepreneur and billionaire Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks and one of the stars on ABC's Shark Tank, made an important observation. He noted that if you ask businessmen what it takes to succeed, though, he doesn't just point out the work ethic and negotiation skills. In fact, in 2018, in an interview with Vanity Fair, Cuban went one step further and noted that what is missing today in business is one simple skill that anyone can develop. Cuban's quote really resonated with me when he said that one of the most underrated skills in business right now is being nice. Nice sells. A novel idea. This is supported by the work of global career development expert Solomon Gurani, who is in an interview with CNBC, the program Make It. She noted that what makes an employee and leaders most valuable in their ability to cooperate and to connect with others, it all comes down to a person's level of emotional intelligence, or EQ. The higher the emotional intelligence, the more likely the person will be to be successful while having a good understanding of self, self-control, empathy, and a natural understanding of people's decisions, needs, and desires. It reflects a spirit of kindness and a culture of being nice. From a social and science and neurological perspective, according to psychologist Patty O'Grady in 2013 in an article in Psychology Today, the research is clear that kindness changes the brain by the experience of kindness. Children and adolescents do not learn kindness by only thinking about it and talking about it. Kindness is best learned by feeling it so that it can be reproduced as a result. Kindness is an emotion that students feel, and empathy is a strength that they share, not only for students, but for adults. We as leaders need to find a way to teach kindness, model it, and allow it to be contagious. Leaders today need to look at their own cultures in their organizations. Is kindness a part of the culture to pay it forward, to promote connection? During the times where we are enjoying Looking at the spotlight of random acts of kindness this week, it's a great opportunity to think of some ways to pay it forward. Dr. Sonia Lubomirsky, a professor of psychology at Stanford and one of positive psychology's leading researchers on positive emotion, makes a few suggestions to put into practice and position oneself to be a catalyst of contagion for a culture of kindness. Consider some of the following. Leave a huge tip for a small check. Be a listening ear to a friend. Help a friend or neighbor who is ill by delivering chicken soup, doing the laundry, or walking the dog. Give someone else the gift of time and effort, your time and effort. The next time someone admires something of yours and you can afford to do without it, give it away. Volunteer in your community. Consider a concerted commitment to perform a series of random acts of kindness, and where possible, anonymously. And last, pay someone a compliment. According to the recent December edition of Education Week, leaders today are facing an upward battle to change cultures when confronting an ever-rising level of narcissism and drop in empathy among students and adults, an upward trend seen over the past 30 years in terms of research. Very disturbing. The higher the narcissism score, the more anger is prevalent, while conversely, the lower the score, the kinder the person and the more the person is apt to help others. As leaders, our call is to unleash a culture of kindness in our organization and allow it to be imitated and emulated. A culture of kindness improves one's well-being, pays it forward, can be learned, and in the end, can be contagious. What does it cost to be nice and to promote a culture of kindness? Have we promoted the benefits of emotional intelligence, EQ? What can you do to change the culture of your organization to be a culture of nice?